So Excel looks like this. Okay. So there are so many options through which you can open the Excel file. I'll tell you the shortcuts as well as the whole process, how to open the Excel files. Go to run, Windows R. So it will open this dialog box. Okay. And it will open. Here you can type Excel. Then it will open like this. So you then you have options here, which is these are all pre-built. If you're using the Microsoft 365 or anything advanced version than 2016, then you will be having these options like my personal monthly budget and all these dashboards are already there. You can just have a look at them. See how the Excel file is here and the let's see. Okay, so you can use them in your daily life. You can use this. You can type whatever you want. Plus, take out. These are the things. Weekly source schedule. So this is just an pre-built kind of we can say kind of template. Okay, so whenever you're opening an Excel file from Save, you will be seeing these options. Either you can open it. The first one is Windows R, Excel, and it will open from the scratch. So where you'll be having all the options. You can use this pre-built or inbuilt, you can say, uh, templates. Okay, so these all you can use, and then more templates are also there if you're not satisfied with the one. And how to check your this one. Okay. Account. And in this, you can check your version of Excel you're using. It will be reflecting here. It will be 2016, 13, whatever it is you're using, it will be reflecting here. Okay, so I'm using 365 and that is my official account. So through this, I'm using 365. And then you can apply your themes, black, white, all this. Let's apply white and spring. So you can see the themes here. Okay. So these features are mostly in 365 and above 2016 versions. Okay. And in case if you want to know more, you have options here about Excel and what's new. You can click on them and explore. Okay. So let's begin. Let's take the blank workbook. All right. So, if any issues with the like let me know whenever you have any issue with the with the background noise if I have and any voice disturbance from my side or if screen is not visible any issues from my side you can stop me in between and you can ask or you can tell me. Okay, just don't continue blindly. I hope everything is fine. You can see my screen, you can hear me properly, no issues from my end. You can raise your hand, just a thumbs up works. All right. So mostly everybody is saying good. All right. So I can take it as a good from my side. 1 second. Now you can see the screen. Let me tell you, there are 16,000 uh, row columns. 16,000 columns. Okay, and rows are 1048576. Okay, and also the combination of these are the rows. These are the horizontal are rows. The vertical, what you are seeing here, are columns. Okay. Now, in combination of this B1, this is B1. If you can see here, B1, and you can see D7. So let's talk about A1. It is called a cell. Okay. So these are the very basic things. These are the very basic things you can easily find when you open an Excel file or anything. You can easily find them. So I don't want to invest your time in knowing the very basic part, very basic part. That is the very basic part. So let's move on to some little advanced than basic. So now I have selected certain range. This is called a range. Okay, if it is more than one cell, it is called a range. If it is only one cell, it is a cell. So in this range, if I want to navigate in the sense like going to the right, left, whatever, I have an option of shift. If I do shift, it will go. I'm so sorry. Tab. When you are pressing tab, it will just go walk in. It will just move to the next cell and so on. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to go to the, if I want to move back. If I want to go backwards, then shift to tab. Shift to tab. Okay. If I want to go to the last cell, that is this, then control shift, or else you can put it in the first place and shift to tab, it will go to this, and tab it will go to this. And you have selected certain range here. So whatever ranges we are working, let's say we are working here till here. Okay, this is the last cell, we'll take it as. So if we put it as control home, the buttons what you have, if you do control home, it will take you to the first cell. Okay, and if I do control end, it will take me to the last cell. So let me open a data file. I'll open it from directly from here only. To open it directly, control O or control O, or you can open it directly. You can open it from here, the main tab, main file. Open whatever the Excel files you are using. Open, and then I have so many. Uh, Browse. Let's take all files, and then some data I have. This is. Can you see this data? If you cannot see, just inform me. Let me know. You see this date, open, high, close, volume, everything.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Oh,
No, sir.
No, sir.
now
Yes. Now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
all right. In this we have certain data. So now the what the thing is, I'll just teach you some good stuff which can help you in data collection. Data collection, handling the data is very important. Okay. So whenever you have certain data, how to read the data, how to handle the data, and how to check, and also see if anything going like any data which is going out of the range. Like certain column has to be like the high, whatever it is here, the high stop. So if you are working in a stock market, for example, if somebody is working in a stock market, he will know that stocks has a certain range from 150 to 180 or 190. Okay. And in some times, if a weird number, let's say 1900, then you should get a alarm. You should get alarms in your mind saying that this is wrong. The range is this, and I am seeing certain number like this. So you should cross check thoroughly that it could be, is it a serious thing? It seriously happened, or is it just a mistake? Instead of 10, it has been put one more zero. That kind of issues I'll tell you how to tackle. Okay. So I'm sorry. You have any questions? I'm sorry, I can't see you guys who are talking, so please be open. Okay. So now in dates, it should be in date format only. Something which is weird, this number is coming here, 170. Look, this is not a date, and we are not working in the Stone Age, so that we can follow these dates. Good. So if anything like this, it should be double clicked here, it will open, and then just have a look at the dates. How to read these dates, I'll tell you. Here in this is called taskbar. Whatever you are seeing here, this is a taskbar. Okay. So in this, give a right click, and this will open up. Okay. So here you need to select 5 statistical points. Those are sum, maximum, minimum, numerical count, and average. Sorry, not 5. It's actually 5. Numerical count is a added one. Don't count this. Average, count, minimum, maximum, and sum. This is an add-on. Okay, this has to be checked every time. This once you check, it will be by default. It will be applied. In case if it is not, then you have to do it manually. Okay. So now, how that will help you? Just have a look at this. When you click on the column B, can you see this average, minimum? Okay, these are actually dates only, but these are considered as in the background. So this is showing a date here. If you can see here, this is a date. Okay, but in the background, this is actually a number because our dates were, as obviously it has started from certain number, first date or certain date. So from that time we are following this. So if you want to see the number behind this, I'll show you here. Convert this to number. Okay. And if you increase it, if you pull it down from here to here, you just drag it down. and then I'll add one more day, one more number to this, or one more date. So this will be taught to you when the time comes. Just see how it is being added. Okay, if you can see this, and now when I'm converting this into date, these are converted and dates are changing. Got it? So in the background, these are numbers only.
Sir, can you repeat it?
Okay. So if you have a date, so that has a number assigned to it. So that date has certain number assigned to it. Like this date is been assigned with a number. That is this 43098. And then so on. If you add one more date, one more, if you add plus one, plus one, plus one, the dates will be increasing. And these numbers, once you convert these numbers, here we have an option, the number. Here. So when you convert this to date or short date or long date, then it will appear as a date for date. This appearance is date, but in the background it is a number only. Okay, and the format also is been changed now. It is a date format. Okay, so now the thing is how to check, how to convert this. Is if you see here, when I'm selecting this column, if you see here, it is general. It is supposed to be date. Okay. So when you see here, the average date is this. Earlier it was showing numbers. Now it is dates. The numerical count is 2261 because the difference only in this is heading. That is not a numerical. And then the minimum date is starting from uh, 2nd January 2015 to 29th December 2017. This is the date range. And any date coming out of this, I mean, you should know the data. When you are working with the company and when you get a data, you should always know the background of the data. Okay, so you will should know the range, and also this range has to be informed to you that there is this certain range is there. Any data which is going beyond or less than this, that will be kind of alarm. So you can go and check. So once you click on this, you will be seeing, okay, my average is 181. So average should be in between these. This will be taught to you when you join a company. Whichever company you work, there will be some metrics. So you will be taught very well that this metric does not go beyond this range or it will be staying in that particular range. So if one person is working with a certain stock company, so he should be aware of these basic things. So the minimum is going below this. So that is a kind of checkpoint, or a person has to go back and check with the management. And the maximum is going also this. I'm just guessing this is certain range. So this is just a guess. So this is how you can check. Okay. So any doubts in this basic things, you can stop me and ask. No worries. Okay. Now I'll show you one more thing. One more problem when you collect the data from different sources. Like let's say there are there are 7 people who are sending you data, and you are a data analyst. You are a data analyst, and 7 people who are reporting to you, sending you the data. So one person is sending you data from uh, this till this. Okay. So somebody is sending you data till 0 to 20 data points, 29 data points, and so on. From 30 to 40. So what your task will be, you will be collecting all the data and putting it together. Okay, you will be collecting 29 data, then again 10. This will be collected from all the executives. As you are a data analyst, your job will be to get the data from all the sources and put it in one place. Okay, this is your task. And after this, you will be doing analysis on this. This is raw data, what you are collecting, and you are doing data analysis. Before data analysis, as you know, the data collection part is the first place, is coming in the first place. So data collection, when I talk about, this will be how data coming. So you will be getting the data from so many people. There could be so many, there could be 100 also. You don't know. I don't know. So I'm just guessing. So these people, you will be sending a data. What your task will be, you will be collecting all the data in one place, and then you will be starting your data analysis process. So now imagine that all the data has been collected or collected. Collection part is done. So the challenge I'll be telling you about the data collection. Okay. So one person is sending till 29, right? And this is one. Double click on this, you can change the sheet name, and plus it will add one more sheet, and then 30 to 40. The column remains same. The headings. This is how you will be getting the data from different people. And what you will do is you will take the all these things, all these things from here to here. Click on this, go to end, shift and click. It will select everything. And what you'll do, you will open a new sheet, or you can add it here in the beginning. Give a right click on the sheet and insert. Where you want to insert, what you want to insert. Just click on this. Okay, so automatically it will insert in the first. So this will become main. And your task will be collect this data, put copy and paste it here. Come to the end here and then go to second, copy this, paste it here. Then go to third, come to the end, copy this, paste it, and so on. That will be a data analyst task. In basic, I'm telling you. What the challenge is, I'll tell you now. So you cannot, nobody can assure you that all the 7 executives will send you the correct data or the correct format. Okay, the 7 will be not exactly accurate. They can be, they cannot be, or it can be some two. All of them can be sending wrong, or all of them can be sending good. So imagine that this guy has some skill issues. So this guy has messed up the data. Okay, so what he has done is he has imagine this is a fourth one. Okay, what he has done is while he was comparing collecting the data from some other sources, he has collected in some fashion like this. Like this is cut, and imagine that you are getting the data from him in this way. Okay, so now your main main has some headings. Okay, that data has to follow the headings. Right. I'm pasting it here just for your reference. And we'll copy this heading and we'll compare. So what 7 has sent and what you have. Seventh executive. So there is a issue here. What will happen? Your volumes by you are captured here and dividends are captured here. So what will happen? The volume and dividend column will be interchanged. So that means your total data for this dividends are 0. So just imagine that these are 0. So your analysis will go for a toss. Your volumes, whatever it should be summing up, complete thing will go for a toss. So that kind of issues will be there when you're collecting the data. I hope you're getting the concept. I'm sorry, but I want to know that how many people are getting this concept and how many people are not getting this concept. If you have any issues, you can ask me.
No issues from my end. Sure.
Okay. I hope I'm clear. Yeah.
Yes, sir, you are clear. No issue, sir.
All right. Cool. So just see now the challenges I'll be as I told you, the challenges will be this in collecting data from different sources. So what you should do as a data analyst, always whenever you get the data, now you're getting the data from this person. One. So your headings, the data headings, always there should be one per file, or you can keep it as check file, checking or check. I normally keep it like this. Okay, I'll paste the headings and insert a column and keep it like this is equal to will start a function. It will start any function or formula that will start with is equal to. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll say this is equal to this. It says false. Yes, it is. It is not equal to. I'll drag this formula till down. So this is kind of checkpoint. Okay. So now this is my main. What I'll do is the people who have sent me the data, I'll compare their headings with my checking. Copy paste. So everywhere it is true. And here it is false. Here it is true. That means the only issue is here. So I'll just go back to the file. This volume or cut and go here, insert the cut cell so that columns will shift. And then again copy this, then I'll tally. Okay, everything is correct. So that means my data is going correct. Then what I'll do is I'll copy this data and put it in the main. So my data collection is correct now. So whatever problem happens, if any problem happens, it should be after the data collection. It should not be inside the data collection, as you have the process of data analysis, data collection, and all the steps are there, right? Data collection, cleaning, and all the other steps. So your collection part will be zero issues. Right? So you will be facing issues in the other things, but not here. So you can be sure that the collection whatever collection I've done, it is 100% correct. So anybody tells you about anything, any problem, then you can be sure that to answer the question. All right. So this is how you gain the confidence in steps. So when you break down the steps, it's very easy to collect, clean, analyze, and also on. let's go to the main. Now I'll tell you. Now let me close this sheet and I will directly work on the main sheet. Okay, this is a collection thing, collection checkpoint. Okay, now close. This is also done. Good. Now this is the main thing. This is the main sheet. In this, what you have to do is always control home and control end. Control end will show you the last worked cell. So that means this is last worked cell because there is a data here above. Here. So this will be considered, this S will be considered as the last column, and ultimately the last cell will be the 2262. Okay, S, and now if I delete these columns, this will be the last cell. Why I am doing this task? Because in your collection, what you might, as a human being, we are tend to make mistakes. So what we normally do is we sometimes keep an row vacant. Sometimes it happens normally. This happens, or sometimes there will be no number here. Sometimes there will be no number here. Sometimes there is no number here. This is how the data problems are there in the real world. So, so when you're dealing with these things, you have to be sure that you're copying the entire thing. Why I'm showing you this task? Because imagine that I have come from the top, gone to the right, control shift right arrow, control shift to right arrow. It will go to the right. Again, control shift to down arrow. It will come to the down end. Okay, it will come to the end. And now what the problem is, it will stop here because there is a blank. So in Excel, what will happen? It will understand by Excel will, I mean the function, whatever you're doing, control shift to down, will understand that there is no data after this. It does not know that there is data, some data below this also. So it will ultimately stop. So when you are taking this file and doing analysis on this, so your result is wrong because there is some data which is left behind. Got it? So the result is wrong. So to overcome this issue, I have a suggestion for you. Control home and then control end. So always make sure that you are copying the data till this cell. How? Just stay focused. Again, do control home, then control shift right arrow. That will select the whole headings. Then control shift down arrow. Here you will see I have the last row as 2262. Oh, sorry, 2205. It's 2205. But what I am supposing it should be 2692. Right. So there is some data missing. Then I'll go down again, control shift down arrow, again control shift down arrow, again control shift down arrow, and then it is going till the last cell. That is okay, sorry. It is 2263. This is the complete data which has been captured now. So even the missing cells are also captured. So then later on when data cleaning is there, at that time we can clean the blanks. But while collection, we should be 100% sure. So that's how you can eradicate your collection issues, data collection issues. Control shift right arrow, control shift down arrow, again then go down, scroll down and check. Is there anything there? Okay, there is something. Again control shift down, again control shift down, down and scroll. Okay, nothing is there. Scroll some more just to be sure. All right. This is a kind of data collection uh, checkings. What you can do in your real life. Now, this is one way to collect the data. Now, I will show you one more way. Okay. Now, keep the cell on the first cell, A1, and scroll down. Okay. So now you can see the last cell, right? Just click on shift and click. Shift and click. It will select the whole data. It will solve all your issues, whichever the blanks you faced in between. It will solve all the issues, right? That is the other thing. There are two ways to collect, copy select the whole data. Now, in data cleaning, I'll tell you how to get rid of these blank cells. This is about the data collection. Any doubts? If you
No.
have any doubt, you can stop me and ask. No problem.
Okay.
Cool. Now coming to data cleaning. So what you have to do is always select the whole columns. Okay. Click on this like this, and then data, apply filter. In data, apply filter. This is data cleaning. So in this, ignore the serial number. It's of no use. Coming to dates. Okay. So date should be reflecting like this. Under this months, it should be something like this. It should not be something like, let's say this. Okay. When you see in filter, you will see something like this. Okay. Let's say there is some date to miss issue. There is some data which has been entered wrong. Somebody while typing, they have entered wrong. Hmm. Okay. So this is how it has appeared. So by filtering itself, you will come to know, okay, my dates are 2017 correct, 16 correct, 15 correct. Then alarm will be here. You will see something, okay, this is weird. Let me see what it is. You will uncheck everything, check this. Okay, okay, this is wrong. There is something wrong. Then clear the filter. You will be at that cell and you will see, okay, this whole data is of certain dates, certain date range. So data cleaning part, either you can delete this row if your management is accepting uh, to delete this row, then you can delete. Or if your management is not accepting to delete the data, then you have to correct this. Ask the person from where you have got the data, saying, hey, this data you have sent it wrong, or this particular point you have sent it wrong. So please tell me what exactly, and that's how you can correct the data. Right. So let me put it like this. Let me put this only. I'll copy this HTTL. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Okay. Now this is done. And this is something like, can you see the minimum range? Here you can just see. By clicking on this, you can see the minimum and maximum, right? So minimum is 88, maximum is 386. So whenever you filtering, it should start from 88 and then end at 36. Blanks are there as we have kept the blanks wantedly, so blank will be there. So we'll that part is cleaning part I'll tell you later. So just checking, okay, data is correct. But sometimes what happens, you might get a error, or if you're trying to collate the data from a server, or if you're trying to pull the data from a database, you might get this kind of errors. Okay, all these are numbers, but this is text. This is considered as text. So the ground rule is if it is a number or a date, if it is a number or a date, it will by default aligned right. Right alignment is default. Okay, I'll just show you. Now, if I'm applying ABCD, there is no change. Okay, if I'm typing 1, 2, 3, 4, it is obviously, if it is a number, it is right. If it is a text, or does not matter. If it is not a number, if it is not a number, it will be left aligned. If it is a number, it should be, it is 100% should be right aligned. If it is not right aligned, then you have to go check why it is not a right aligned. That's a kind of basic information what a data analyst should have about the data. So when you see this, it is left aligned. So there is a error. You can convert this into a number by just clicking on the cell, click, convert to number. This is converted. Also, one more way is there, just to check. Any, you as a human being, I can only correct 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a little range of numbers. But imagine that there are thousands of numbers which are wrong. Okay, you can't sit every day and do it. Convert to number, convert to number, convert to number. You can't do it. As a human being, you can't. So for that purpose, you will be having some automations. So I will show you what you can do for that. Okay, so let's deal with one number first. This is a number, and how to check all the numbers which are weird. As we know the basic, as we know the minimum and maximum range. So this is there. So minimum is 88. Maximum is 368, right? So it is correct. It is correct. And when I come down, I see some number beyond 386. How can 174 come after 376, 386? That's completely wrong. This is how you can check. So you can easily identify that there is something wrong with this number. So this is how you can easily cross check your data. So this is about one particular number, right? So imagine that there are thousands of numbers which are wrong. Let me take a backup of this column. Copy. I'm just taking a backup. Imagine that these all numbers are, there are thousands of numbers which are wrong. So let me just copy and paste it. I can't convert all the numbers into text. Let me just copy and paste it till here. So it could be in between certain range till here to here, here to here, here to here. So I can't go and check each and everything. So what I want is something automated. So I can easily find it here. This is wrong. Cool. So what I can do is go to this, select the column, and inside data, there is called text to columns. Click on text to columns and then just finish. If you do this next, it will anyhow do the same thing. Okay, just click on text to column, finish. That's it. So all these are converted. If it is one or two, you can do it, but as a human being, I can't. I want something automated. So this is how you can do text to columns. Cool. Let me put this back. Now this is also starting from minimum, ending at maximum. Even this, you have to quickly check. Okay, that's how you check your data. And when there are blanks now. So what I'll do, I'll uncheck everything, select only blanks. So these are unnecessary blanks. So this could be in between your data, or this could be something where the data was there, then I deleted it. So there will be some data which is like lying as a cache data. So you can just select till whatever extent you can delete. So you're just deleting the blank rows, so don't worry. All right, I deleted now. Select all, and when you see the filter, you won't see any blanks. That's how you can eradicate your blanks. And now in this, I have some blanks which are a real problem. Those are just blanks in the cells. This is just a blank. So somebody might have not captured this data, and you still have continued copying the complete thing and ignored this blank. So while checking, you can, while cleaning the data, you can cross check this. So on that data, on that day, for this particular serial number, if you can go back and check from the person who has sent you this data, it's very nice. If you cannot check, try to get rid of this, or you can either give a average number, that is 181. These things you have to check with your manager. What I can do. So you'll be having so many options. If they tell, okay, whatever is open, keep that as high only, or do some calculations here. This minus whatever the management says, that will be their task. Okay. So this point, this is how you can deal with it. Then the blanks are clear. There is no blank here. And that's how your data is complete. Now you can move on to the next step. That is data processing or data transformation, or there is, I'll share you the steps. I'll share you the steps very soon. Yeah. So till now, do anybody have any questions? Till data cleaning, data collection, any questions?